Alright, got some people starting to join. Things are running a bit slow, but hopefully it won't be too bad. It was running a bit slow last night too, but it seemed to work okay. I think just with everybody stuck at home and more people using the live streams, it's only a matter of time before this system starts to get lagged, but so far so good. Give it minutes to let people join before we get started. I'm going to post the link to the poll for tomorrow night's, sorry about that, for tomorrow night's Player's Choice. That's right, it's Taco Tuesday. What other night would I wear my taco hat? I really miss tacos through this quarantine. Besides human contact, tacos might be what I miss the most. You can never make them as good as home as you get them from your favorite restaurant. Alright, I'm going to put the link to vote on the tomorrow night's Player's Choice round. Hey guys, thank you for joining again. I'm going to pin that comment so it sticks to the top. Firewater tacos are very good. On Wednesday nights when I come home from Mountain Greenwood, I usually stop at Taco Burrito King and get some tacos to take home. As long as you go there before midnight, you're good. They still cook the stuff fresh-ish. So yeah, go click on that link, vote for tomorrow night's Player's Choice round. Tonight's round, based on how you voted yesterday, horror movies is tonight's Player's Choice category. Tomorrow, you can vote for either 90s hip-hop, Steven Spielberg movies, or sex in Player's Choice round. I'm kind of hoping it's not Sex in the City because I've never watched Sex in the City, so writing around on it is kind of difficult when you've never watched it. But that seems to be blowing up in my face because that is leading the poll right now, but we still have time. Well, Lizzie, you get food poisoning from anything, all right? You get sick on breathing too much air. Don't knock my TBK tacos. I'm sure it had nothing to do with the day drinking. Kidding, maybe. All right. So I hope that doesn't blow up in my face and we have to do a Sex in the City round because I don't know anything about it, so I wouldn't know if my questions would be too easy, too hard. But it's leading, at least it was a few minutes ago. So click on that link. Go to the poll and choose between either 90s hip hop, Steven Spielberg, or Sex in the City. See what else we have going on. We'll again, give it a couple more minutes, let everybody join, and then I'll go over the rules and tonight's category, and we'll get started. I do provide a score sheet that you can get on the Facebook page. I have a PDF file. That link is on the Facebook page as well. If you need a better version of it, you can print it out and use it to play along, though it is not required. You can use a piece of scratch paper. You don't have to use the score sheet I came up with for a quarantined trivia. I have not started the game yet, Roisin. I'm giving it a couple minutes. Let people file in. And then still go over the rules here. So we'll start with our rules. I know a lot of you guys have been playing almost every night, which is awesome. Just in case we got some new players in here or you need a refresher course, we are going to use the same format I use on my live games on Tuesdays and Wednesday nights. We're just going to cut them in half, and there won't be the visual aspect to them that we're so used to. So we're going to play 5 total rounds of pub-style trivia tonight. First round is a picture round. Then we will have 3 specific categories, and then end the night with general trivia. Each round will be made up of 5 questions worth 1 point each, and a bonus question, which is usually harder. Therefore, it's worth 2 points. So 30 questions total. That is a taco. It's Taco Tuesday, Jason. Though a gyro hat would be kind of cool too, but it might be a different color scheme. So 30 total questions. Each game takes about an hour to play. I will read you the questions, repeat the questions, give you a minute, and then come back with the answers. You are going to write down your answers for each questions on your own score sheet, either the score sheet I have provided or your own piece of scratch paper. Doesn't really matter, but just make sure you have enough room for 30 answers. After each round, I'll come back and read the answers for that specific round. You're going to score your own score sheet. We're playing on the honor system here. I don't think we've had any cheaters so far. It's just for fun, so no reason to be Googling. So you're going to score your own answers, write down your answer for each round. At the end of the night, after the 5th and final round, you're going to tally up all 5 of your rounds and also include your final score. Take a picture of your score sheet and send it to me via Facebook Messenger. You can send it to either the Trivia Nights with Greg page or to my personal Facebook page. Either way, I will get the picture. I will double check your scoring and your answers, tally up all the final scores, and announce tonight's winner. Please, all your answers will go on your score sheet. Please do not type any answers into the comment section. So it is up to you to score your sheet. You are allowed to double one of your rounds, but you have to circle it and give yourself double the points on your own. And in the spirit of the game, I ask that you choose which round you're going to double before you hear the answers. So say the second round you think you've done real good, circle it before I read the answers and then double your score from that round. When we play the game live, you don't get to double your score after you hear the answers, so we shouldn't do that here either. It's way too easy to just pick your best round at the end of the night and double it. So please, I ask again, the honor system, when you're figuring out which round you're going to double, please do it before I read the answers to you. So if you think you've done real well in the pizza round per se, then we'll circle it, then I'll read the answers. So it's up to you to be in charge of doubling your own score. And before we get started, we are going to if you feel like you need to send a tip or want to send a tip, tips are very much appreciated. Here's the information on where you can send a tip if you feel the need to. There are 2 reasons why I'm doing this. One is to get a little bit of social activity for all of us while we're stuck here in quarantine for at least another month. And another reason is to try and offset some of the lost money that is now becoming a problem now that I can't host trivia nights in public or I can't go to any hockey games to cover and get paid. So any little bit helps and it is appreciated. So once again, real quick, you're going to write down all your answers on your own score sheet. Please don't type them in the comments. And then at the end of the night, you're going to take a picture of that score sheet and send it to me on Facebook Messenger. So we'll get started with tonight's game. Looks like we got a big crowd in here tonight. Tonight's categories will be 80s sitcoms will be our picture round. I will show you 5 pictures of 80s sitcoms. You just got to tell me which one it is. That on Peanuts, not the food, but the lovable comic strip characters, Charlie Brown and Company. Our Player's Choice category for the night that you voted on yesterday, horror movies, is our 3rd category. 4th category will be pizza. I do realize that I should have done a round on tacos tonight since it's Taco Tuesday, but there's always next Tuesday to do a taco round. And then we'll finish up with general trivia, our final round of the night. So let's get started with our game. As usual, we're going to start with a picture round. As I said, it is 80s sitcoms, so I am going to show you pictures of 5 different 80s sitcoms. Just have to identify which sitcom it is. Write it down on your score sheet. Please don't put it in the comment field. This is 80s sitcom number 1. What is the name of that sitcom? 80s sitcom number 1. If I included a picture with the biggest star from this show, I think it would have been a little too easy, though this should be pretty easy too. All right, we're going to move on to sitcom number 2. There it is. Which one is this? This one was a bit of a creepy concept. A middle-aged father building a robot of a small girl. Kind of creepy, if you ask me. But it was the 80s. Hell, Bill Cosby had his own show in the 80s. It was a wild time. Here is 80s sitcom number 3. There she is, Mrs. Garrett, a lovable character from 2 different 80s sitcoms. Which one is this? The 80s, back when theme songs were just as important as the content of the show. Everybody remembers the words to some of these theme songs. You don't get a good theme song anymore. We haven't had that in a while. Wrong way. Here is 80s sitcom number 4. What is this cast made up? What 1980s sitcom? It's got everything you need. Interracial harmony, a lovable old guy, and a dog. The perfect formula for an 80s sitcom. All right, here is our 5th 80s sitcom. This was a personal favorite of mine back in the day. Again, this is another one. If I put the main star of this show on there, it would have given it away. But you should remember these 3 characters if you ever watch this show. All right, and our bonus question for the 80s sitcom round for 2 points before Tony Danza starred on Who's the Boss. He was part of the cast of which sitcom that ended in 1982? For 2 points before Tony Danza starred on Who's the Boss. He was part of the cast of which sitcom that ended in 1982? I'll go through these pictures again real quick in case you missed one or you're still trying to figure it out. That's 80s sitcom number 1. If the hairdos don't give it away that this is the 1980s, those sweaters certainly do. There is creepy 80s sitcom number 2. There is 80s sitcom number 3. '80s sitcom number 4. in 80s sitcom number 5. And the bonus question one more time for 2 points. Before Tony Danza starred on Who's the Boss, he was part of the cast of which sitcom that ended in 1982? Give you a minute to finalize your answers before I give you the answers on these. The correct answers. I think TV would be so much better these days if every show had its own unique original theme song again. I think I have a round somewhere on TV theme songs. We'll bust that one out here in the next couple days. That's something you guys would want to do, right? TV theme song lyrics. All right. Well, the Boyson cousins have united to form. I believe they're playing on Zoom. Some groups have figured out ways to still play as a team, either through Zoom. I know Google Hangout is another one that works pretty well on. So yeah, if you guys can figure out a way to be a team, that is a-okay. Otherwise, playing as an individual is fine too. And if I don't know if she's in the room or not, but if my sister is playing with the Boyson's cousins, you guys are in trouble. She's also a fountain of useless information, just like I am. So you guys might be in trouble if my sister is playing tonight. Just giving you a warning right now. All right, 80s sitcoms. Let's go through these answers real quick. Number 1, that is the Keaton family, Family Ties. Number 2, the creepy middle-aged guy that built a little girl robot, that's Small Wonder. Small Wonder. Number 3, sorry about that. Number 3, you take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and then you have The Facts of Life, one of the best TV theme songs ever written by Alan Thicke. Another trivia right there. Alan Thicke wrote that along with a few other TV theme songs. So he wasn't just Dr. Jason Seaver. Number 4, that is Punky Brewster. Who remembers Punky Brewster? She was popular back in the day. Sitcom number 5, that is Charles in Charge. Charles in Charge. That's probably another one you remember the theme song too. The Scott Baio Willie Ames duo. That equals ratings. All right, my sister is not part of the Cousins Club tonight, so you guys may have a chance. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Yes, The Witcher is fantastic. Bonus question for 2 points. Before Tony Danza starred on Who's the Boss, he was part of the cast of which sitcom that ended in 1982? He was part of Tax, which is a great show if you've never watched that. Taxi is the answer for that one. That had a great cast. Tony Danza, Andy Kaufman, Christopher Lloyd, Danny DeVito. Fantastic show. All right, so that concludes round number 1, our 80s sitcom round. We're going to move on to round number 2, all about the Peanuts, not the food, but the lovable comic strips by Charles Schulz. So question number 1 in round 2, Peanuts. What position did Charlie Brown play on the gang's baseball team? What position did Charlie Brown play on the gang's baseball team? Baseball was a popular topic throughout the years on Peanuts. What position did Charlie Brown play? All right, question number 2. Snoopy had many alter egos throughout the years. Who did he become just by simply putting on a pair of sunglasses? Snoopy had many alter egos throughout the years. Who did he become just by simply putting on a pair of sunglasses? Question number 3 for round 2. What is the name of Linus and Lucy's younger brother? What is the name of Linus and Lucy's younger brother? He came in later on, I think in the 70s somewhere. So after the Christmas and Halloween specials we all love, but there is a third Van Pelt child. What is his name? Speaking of brothers, question number 4. What is the name of Snoopy's brother? What is the name of Snoopy's brother who makes quite a few appearances? All right, so we'll definitely do TV theme song lyrics here in the next couple of days. I'll throw those in there. I got a couple April Fool's related rounds ready to go for tomorrow night. Question number 5. Who calls Linus my sweet baboo? Which character calls Linus my sweet baboo? And the bonus question for round number 2 for 2 points. What does Charlie Brown's father do for a living? It is mentioned a few times. For 2 points, what does Charlie Brown's father do for a living? Ironically enough, it was the same thing Charles Schulz's father did for a living. That one is for the diehards. I'll read these questions again real quick. Round 2, the Peanuts. Question number 1, what position did Charlie Brown play on the gang's baseball team? Question number 2, Snoopy had many alter egos throughout the years. Who did he become just by simply putting on a pair of sunglasses? Question number 3, what is the name of Linus and Lucy's younger brother? Question number 4. What is the name of Snoopy's brother? Question number 5. Who calls Linus my sweet baboo? Who calls Linus my sweet baboo? And the bonus question for 2 points. What does Charlie Brown's father do for a living? And if there's one thing that doing these live streams for the past few days has taught me, it's that I need to go get some of that beard dye. There's way too much gray hair in that beard. I may have to shave. Things you don't notice until you stare at yourself on camera for an hour every night. All right, enough about my gray hairs. Let's go through these answers. Score your score sheets for the second round. Question number 1, what position did Charlie Brown play on the baseball team? He was the pitcher. Many comic strips where they're all gathered on the pitch. Well, by the time we can actually do some non-social distancing beard dyeing, it's going to be all gray. But thank you. Question number 2, Snoopy had many alter egos throughout the years. Who did he become simply by putting on a pair of sunglasses? He became Joe Cool. Joe Cool. Question number 3, what is the name of Linus and Lucy's younger brother? He is Rerun. They call him Rerun. Question number 4, what is the name of Snoopy's brother who makes quite a few appearances? Spike. Spike. Question number 5, who calls Linus my sweet baboo? That is Charlie Brown's little sister, Sally. Sally is the one who's infatuated with Linus. That is until he made her miss trick-or-treating that one Halloween. And our bonus question, worth 2 points. What does Charlie Brown's father do for a living? Ironically enough, he's a barber. The father of the little bald kid is a barber. Funny how those things work out. All right, that concludes round 2 on the peanuts. We'll jump on to round 3, which is our daily player's choice round. You guys had a choice yesterday. I believe it was The Sopranos, The Bears, or horror movies, and horror movies won in a landslide. So that is our player's choice category tonight. I have pinned the link to the poll for tomorrow night's category choices, so you can go ahead and vote. I will close the poll on that after the game concludes. The choices for tomorrow night's player's choice round is either The Sopranos, Steven Spielberg movies, or Sex in the City. So click on that link and vote on the category you want to play tomorrow night. Whatever gets the most votes, I'll throw into the game. And depending on how many votes the others get, we'll probably add those at some point along the way too, because it certainly seems like we're going to be doing this nightly game on Facebook for a few weeks more at least. So we'll move on to round 3 on your score sheets. This is the horror movie round, the round you voted on. So write these answers under round 3 on your score sheets if you're using the one I have provided. Question number 1. What is the name of the clown from It? What is the name of the clown from It? The one Tim Curry did a better job of playing. While the movies were better than the original 80s Oh, it's 90s hip hop. Sorry. Yes, you're right. 90s hip hop is the choice. 90s hip hop, Steven Spielberg movies, or Sex in the City. Sopranos was yesterday. All these days are starting to blend into one mess of a day. So, question number one: what is the name of the clown from It? As I said, Tim Curry did the better job of playing the clown. The movies were better than that original miniseries, but I love Tim Curry. He did a better job. If you could have put Tim Curry in the movies, I think it would have been perfect. Not that the guy that played the clown did a bad job, but he's no Tim Curry. All right. Question number two in round number three. In the movie The Omen, who hangs himself? Who hangs themselves at Damien's fifth birthday party? Going back a few years for this one. In the movie The Omen, who hangs themselves at Damien's fifth birthday party? I believe that was Sam Neill in The Omen, right? Was he in that? The guy from Jurassic Park? I think he was. I thought he played Damien's dad. Lenny, you really shouldn't trash talk the guy that has the final say on how many points you get for the night. Just saying. Just saying. I don't know. Sam Neill was in The Omen 3, not the original one. All right, enough Sam Neill trivia. Question number three in the horror movie round. Who was the killer in the original Friday the 13th movie? The movie that started it all. Who was the killer in the first Friday the 13th movie? Who was the killer in the first Friday the 13th movie? Question number four. Which of the following titles is not part of the Halloween movie franchise? The Curse of Michael Myers, Resurrection, The Son of Michael Myers, or Season of the Witch? Which of the following titles is not part of the Halloween movie franchise? The Curse of Michael Myers, Resurrection, The Son of Michael Myers, or Season of the Witch? Three of those are subtitles to actual Halloween sequels. One of those I just made up. Which is the one I made up? Curse of Michael Myers, Resurrection, Son of Michael Myers, or Season of the Witch? Question number five. What is the name of the evil mastermind in the Saw movies? What is the name of the evil mastermind in the Saw movies? I don't know if he's in all of them. I don't think I've seen all of them. I've seen the first couple. They were original, and then they kind of jumped the shark after three or four of them, as most movie franchises do. It became more about the shock value than the actual story. That's why I'm not the biggest horror movie guy. I like a good story. If your movie has a good story, I'm for it. If your movie is nothing but just trying to be as disgusting as you possibly can, then I'll watch something else. And the bonus question for the horror movie round for 2 points. What was the first horror movie ever to be nominated for the Best Picture Oscar? For 2 points, what was the first horror movie to ever be nominated for the Best Picture Oscar? I'll read these questions again in case you need any repeated. Question number 1 in round 3. What is the name of the clown from It? Question number 2, in the movie The Omen, who hangs himself at Damien's 5th birthday party? Pretty memorable scene in that movie. That's one of my favorite horror movies. Question 3, who was the killer in the first Friday the 13th movie? Who was the killer in the first Friday the 13th movie? Question number 4, which of the following titles is not part of the Halloween movie franchise? The Curse of Michael Myers, Resurrection, The Son of Michael Myers, or Season of the Witch? Which one of those is not a real Halloween movie? Question 5, what is the name of the evil mastermind in the Saw movies? What is the name of the evil mastermind in the Saw movies? And the bonus question for 2 points. What was the first horror movie to ever be nominated for the Best Picture Oscar? What is the first horror movie to ever be nominated for the Best Picture Oscar award? Not many have ever had that distinction, and it took a while before one ever did. All right, let's go through these answers real quick, and then we can move along on to our next round. Horror movies is the category. Question number 1, the name of the clown from It, that is Pennywise. Also the name of a really good punk band. Love me some Pennywise. Question number 2, in the movie The Omen, who hangs himself at Damien's 5th birthday party? It was his nanny. His nanny. Question number 3, who was the killer in the first Friday the 13th movie? That's Jason's mother. Mrs. Voorhees, Jason's mother, was the original killer. Question number 4, which one of these following titles is not part of the Halloween movie franchise? The Curse of Michael Myers, Resurrection, The Son of Michael Myers, or Season of the Witch? I made up The Son of Michael Myers. The other 3 are actual Halloween movies. Season of the Witch was Halloween 3, where they broke off from the Michael Myers storyline and did a movie on demonically possessed Halloween masks. I believe they were the Shamrock Company masks, and they included that awfully annoying earworm of a song about how many days it is to Halloween. It's a terrible movie, but it's worth the watch. It's one of those good bad movies, as most horror movies are. But that's Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, my good bad movie recommendation for the night. Question 4, what was the name of the evil mastermind in the Saw movies? That was Jigsaw. Jigsaw, like the puzzle. And bonus question for 2 points, what was the first horror movie to ever be nominated for a Best Picture Oscar? It was The Exorcist. The Exorcist, a movie that traumatized me at a young age when my older sister made me stay up and watch it with her one night and wouldn't let me close my eyes. It's affected me. I blame that moment on most of my problems in life. Like, I couldn't sleep for days. That movie scared the crap out of me. It still scares the crap out of me. All right. Now we'll move from something that scares the crap out of me to one of my favorite things in the whole world, pizza. Round 4 is all about pizza. Who doesn't like pizza? If you don't, there's something seriously wrong with you. So this is round 4 on your trivia score sheets. And question number 1, what group of crime-fighting teenagers cannot get enough of pizza? What group of crime-fighting teenagers cannot get enough of pizza? Question number 2, what national chain boasts better ingredients, better pizza? What national chain boasts better ingredients, better pizza? And they're lying on both accounts. Never a case for false advertising more than this slogan. Better ingredients, better pizza. Question number 3. What type of traditional Neapolitan pizza has mozzarella, tomatoes, and fresh basil leaves as its main toppings? What type of traditional Neapolitan pizza has mozzarella, tomatoes, and fresh basil leaves as its main toppings? What would you call that or see that on a menu? What is the name of that type of pizza? I should have had dinner before I did a round on pizza because I'm starving. Question number 4. The same family that owns both the Detroit Red Wings and the Detroit Tigers also owns what national chain of pizza restaurants? The same family that owns both the Detroit Red Wings and the Detroit Tigers also owns what national chain of pizza restaurants? Yeah, I should eat first, but my schedule is all goofy. Then I might have something in my teeth as I'm reading questions to you, and that's just, you can't have that, so I'll wait. Question number 5. What Hollywood star's early resume included a starring role on the ABC sitcom Two Guys, a Girl, and a Pizza Place? What Hollywood star's early resume included a starring role on the ABC sitcom Two Guys, a Girl, and a Pizza Place? On our bonus question for the pizza round for 2 points, what is the name of the pizza parlor that Jerry and George try to remove the Frogger machine from in the Frogger episode of Seinfeld? For 2 points, what is the name of the pizza parlor that Jerry and George try to remove the Frogger machine from in the Frogger episode of Seinfeld? They mention it a few times in that episode, named after its owner. go through these answers again, or the questions before I get to the answers for our pizza category. Question number 1, what group of crime-fighting teenagers cannot get enough pizza? I am not a crime fighter nor a teenager, but I also cannot get enough of pizza. Question number 2, what national chain boasts and lies about better ingredients, better pizza? Question number 3, what type of traditional Neapolitan pizza has mozzarella cheese, tomatoes, and fresh basil leaves as its main toppings? Question 4, the same family that owns both the Detroit Red Wings and the Detroit Tigers also own what national pizza restaurant? What national chain of pizza restaurants? Question 5, what Hollywood star's early resume included a starring role on the ABC sitcom Two Guys, a Girl, and a Pizza Place? That is tempting. Order a pizza instead of a tip. No, I have leftovers in the fridge. I have leftover chicken and dumplings in the fridge that I am going to heat up as soon as we're done. But thank you, Lizzie. That is very sweet of you. If I didn't have the leftovers, I totally would take you up on that offer. And our bonus question for 2 points. What is the name of the pizza parlor Jerry and George try to remove the Frogger machine from in the Frogger episode of Seinfeld? I'll give you a second here to put your answers together. If you haven't doubled your score in a round yet and you think you've done real well, this would be the time to circle your whole group of answers as opposed to waiting till after I read the answers. That's kind of sort of cheating, not in the spirit of the game. So you don't get to choose your double score at Firewater when we do this, which looks like it's going to be at least another month before we're going to get to the Firewater on a Tuesday in Edison Park or Wednesday night in Mount Greenwood. So that certainly sucks. Not only financially, but just mentally, those social nights are very important. Didn't realize how important they were until all this started. So hopefully this month flies by and we can all get back together in person soon. All right, let's go through our answers real quick for the pizza round, and then we'll get into our final round of the night. Question number 1, what group of crime-fighting teenagers cannot get enough of pizza? That, of course, is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Question number 2, what national chain boasts about better ingredients, better pizza? That is Papa John's. Everybody knows you only order Papa John's when you're stoned in college, and you only get it for the garlic butter dipping sauce and the peppercini. The pizza itself is crap. But that garlic butter sauce and that peppercini, that's the way to go. They both make the actual pizza tolerable. Question number 3, what type of traditional Neapolitan pizza has mozzarella, tomatoes, and basil as main toppings? That is a margherita pizza. A margherita pizza. Question 4, the same family that owns the Detroit Red Wings and the Detroit Tigers also own what national chain of pizza restaurants? That is Little Caesars. That's why the Detroit Red Wings play at the Little Caesars Arena. If my cousin John is playing, he lives in the Detroit area. I hope you didn't get that one wrong. Question 5, what Hollywood star's early resume included a starring role on the ABC sitcom Two Guys, a Girl, and a Pizza Place? That is Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds. I wonder what you get if you type in two guys, a girl, and a pizza place on an adult website search engine. I bet you get some interesting results. Somebody try that out and let me know what you get. For 2 points, our bonus question: what is the name of the pizza place, the parlor that Jerry and George try to remove the Frogger machine from the Frogger episode of Seinfeld? That is Mario's Pizza. Mario's Pizza. Those answers again, if we need them repeated. Question 1 was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Question 2 was Papa John's. Question 3 was a margarita pizza. Question 4 was Little Caesars. Question 5, Ryan Reynolds. And the bonus question was Mario's Pizza. Mario's. So we'll get down to our final round of the night. Just general trivia, some random questions to end our night. And by random, I mean completely random. No rhyme or reason to the questions that fall into this round. So this is round 5 on your trivia score sheets. And then after this round, you guys are going to take a picture of your score sheet and send it to me via Facebook Messenger. You can send it to either the Trivia Nights with Greg account or my personal Facebook account. Either way, I will get them. Doesn't matter which one you use. All right, general trivia, round 5. Question number 1. What is the most southerly state capital in the continental United States? What is the most southerly state capital in the continental United States? Which U.S. capital city is furthest south? Question number 2. True or false? You would weigh more on Mars than you do on Earth? True or false? You would weigh more on Mars than you do on Earth? True or false? You would weigh more on Mars than you do here on Earth? Question number 3. In the Trivial Pursuit game, the sports and leisure questions fall under what color? In the Trivial Pursuit game, the sports and leisure questions, my favorite category, fall under what color? Question number 4. Who produced and performed in the 1989 Batman movie soundtrack that included the hits Bat Dance and Party Man? Who produced and performed in the 1989 Batman movie soundtrack that included the hits Bat Dance and Party Man? That, of course, is the Michael Keaton, Jack Nicholson Batman, and Kim Basinger, or Bassinger. I don't know. I still don't know what's the correct pronunciation of her name. But that was that particular version of Batman. Question number 5. What was the name of the band who had a one-hit wonder with Breakfast at Tiffany's in 1995? What was the name of the band who had a one-hit wonder with Breakfast at Tiffany's in 1995? That's a good category we could do every week. One-hit wonders. 5 questions. I can do one from each decade. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. Once a week, we'll do a one-hit wonders category, if that's something you guys would want. Lord knows there are plenty of one-hit wonders I can include in that category. We're going to do cover songs again. There's cover songs to do too. No, Pickle is out cold. I woke him up last night and he repaid me by having to get up to go to the bathroom at 3:15 in the morning this morning. So, as they say, let sleeping dogs lie. I'm going to do that. I don't feel like waking up at 3:15 in the morning. Our bonus question for general trivia. What was the first Disney animated movie to be adopted as a Broadway show? For 2 points, what was the first Disney animated movie to be adapted as a Broadway show? All right, one-hit wonders. We will do that. That is going to be a weekly category, once a week. Maybe we'll do that. I have all but our viewer's choice round set for tomorrow, so maybe I'll throw in the one-hit wonders category Thursday. Tomorrow's Wednesday, right? Yeah, I'm wearing my taco hat. It's Tuesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday, so Thursday we'll do one-hit wonders. Let me write that down. Because I will forget it. All right, let's repeat the general trivia questions real quick. Question number 1, what is the most southerly state capital in the continental United States? Question number 2, true or false, you would weigh more on Mars than you do on Earth? Question 3, in the Trivial Pursuit game, the sports and leisure questions fall under what color? Question 4, who produced and performed in the 1989 movie soundtrack for Batman that included the hits Bat Dance and Party Man? Question number 5, what is the name of the band who had the one-hit wonder Breakfast at Tiffany's in 1995? You're all going to wake up singing that song. Sorry, not sorry. Nothing worse than being stuck in quarantine than singing along to some crappy songs. And our bonus question for 2 points, what was the first Disney animated movie to be adapted as a Broadway show? So I'll give you a few seconds here to put your final answers together. And once again, I know a couple of you guys already have sent a tip, which I am truly grateful for, but if you're interested in tipping tonight, that is the information. Again, either one of those work, PayPal, Venmo. Every little bit helps. It is much appreciated. You can also help out by going over to thehockeywriters.com and clicking on my articles. The more clicks I get from those, the bigger check they send me. I've been doing a daily history post today in hockey history. There's been a lot of good things in those. If you want to read those, click on the one in the top page, and then if you click on my name in the author part, it will send you to a page that has everything I've ever written on the site. So I've been doing that. We'll be doing some draft prospect profiles here in the next few weeks, as well as some other historic posts. As just because there's no hockey being played doesn't mean there isn't content being pumped out. We've got a great group of over 80 writers working on the site, and there's some great stuff all over the place at thehockeywriters.com. So clicking on those articles will help as well. So when you need a break from homeschool, read about hockey. You may learn some things. Maybe I'll start sneaking in a question about my daily. Maybe every night I'll sneak in a question from my daily history posts. So reading those will actually help you. That's a good way to bribe you guys. All right, general trivia. Let's get these answers for you so we can tip info again, please. Yeah, no problem. Either one of those two locations, either PayPal or Venmo, depending on which service you use. Doesn't matter on my end. They both go to the same place. Thank you guys. I really appreciate that. So our answers from tonight's general trivia round. Question number 1. What is the most southerly state capital in the continental United States? That is Austin, Texas. Austin, Texas. Question 2, true or false? You would weigh more on Mars than you do on Earth. That is false. There's less gravity on Mars, therefore you would weigh less. False is the answer for that one. Question 3, in the Trivial Pursuit board game, the sports and leisure questions fall under what color? That is orange. If you're good at sports, you want to get the orange questions. Question 4, who produced and performed in the 1989 Batman movie soundtrack that included the hits Bat Dance and Party Man? That is the late, great, legendary Prince. Prince. Everybody remembers the Bat Dance. That movie was huge that summer. Question number 5. What was the name of the band who had the one-hit wonder Breakfast at Tiffany's in 1995? I know you remember the song. Do you remember the band? The band was Deep Blue Something. Deep Blue Something. I hope they didn't deep blow their money from that one big song. Hope they invested it wisely. And our bonus question for 2 points, what was the first Disney animated movie to be adapted into a Broadway show? That was Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. It was an actual Broadway musical in 1979, long before The Lion King and all the others that they've been doing recently. So Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs is the correct answer for the bonus question. So once you get your final score tabulated, write it down on your score sheet. This is the point of the night where you take a picture of your score sheet and send it to me via Facebook Messenger, either to the Trivia Nights with Greg account or to my personal Facebook account. Doesn't matter which one it goes to, I will receive it. I will double check your answers and tabulate the totals and figure out who our winner on Taco Tuesday is. We've had some pretty hotly contested games in the Malone total nights. Rose Hose are defending. I think they're here tonight. Been pretty competitive so far. All right, they're starting to get tabulated. And we'll quickly see. This would be a good chance to head to the poll and vote for what category you'd like to play tomorrow night. If you haven't, I will be closing that poll shortly after we conclude the game to figure out which category we want to add for tomorrow night. All right, let's see here. I have the Malone score. That's going to be a tough score to beat. All right, that is the Malone Watson group. All right, I have Team STD, Stacy and crew. Oh, no D, just the S and the T tonight, it looks like. Okay. Well, regardless, I have your score. All right. I have the Canterbury Malone's score. You guys are a smart group, that is for sure. You guys are cursed with the being able to maintain useless information. See, a bunch of future trivia hosts in that family. All right, let's see. I've got Teresa and Gang's very nice looking score sheet. I've got your score. We've got Rob, Courtney, and Teresa. Thanks for playing, everybody. I appreciate it. I've got Ms. Klein's score. Seven-year itch. I've got your score. Nailed it. All right, I've got Team Glowats. I've got your score. Nicely done. Thanks for playing. All right, I've got the Cousins Club score. I appreciate all you guys playing tonight. I've got Liz's score. Liz and Marty's family, but not Marty because Marty sucks. Sorry about that. That's rough. I've got your score. All right, let me double check the other account to see if we've got any scores there. All right, we have a couple of score sheets over here. I have, oops, I have Jenny Golick's score. All right, good round for Jenny. I have Amanda's score. And there we have our Rose Hose, our defending champs. I have your score. Let's see what we got here. We've got all right. And then what do we got here? I think I got a couple more coming in. All right. I have the Grand Sarts and a score from Ted. All right. The group is growing with every night. How many total scores we have tonight? We have 1, 2, 3, 14 total teams or players tonight. Once again, thank you everybody. That's telling me I'm doing something right with these. Let's see who our overall winners are going to be tonight. Let's see here. We had some high scores tonight. All right. 42 points is a perfect score. Nobody's come close to that yet, but we've got some pretty good ones here. And there's our 5th place team. All right. Close game tonight. Some good scores here. Quite a few scores in the 30s. In 5th place, with 33 points, we have the Glowats team, Greg and Erica, Monica. And I want to make sure I'm getting it right. I don't want to leave out Dan. Sorry, Dan. I didn't mean to forget you. So Greg, Erica, Monica, and Dan, way to go. You guys 5th place with 33 points. You guys are 1 point behind the 2 teams that tied for 3rd place with 34 points. We have Liz and the McLaughlins and Rose Hose, last night's winners. You guys tied for 3rd place tonight with 34 points. In 2nd place with 36 points, we have the Malone Watson group. And then our winner, I believe this is her 2nd win since we started doing the live streams, one of my Tuesday night regulars, Jenny, I Want Tacos Golick. Nicely done, Jenny. You are our winner with 37 points. As I mentioned, a very close game, as just 4 points separated 1st through 5th place tonight. So that is our game for this evening. Congratulations to Jenny on picking up the win. And thank you guys so much for joining me and spending a little more than an hour with me, thinking about other stuff besides staring at the walls. Thank you, all you guys who have tipped or in the past. It is so much appreciated and won't be forgotten. That is for sure. Go vote on tomorrow night's Player's Choice category if you haven't done. I'm going to keep that poll open for another few minutes while I reheat my leftovers. And just keep doing the right thing. Stay at home. The longer we stay at home, and stop going out, the sooner this will all be over. And get to support your local businesses. If you get a chance, if you're doing carry out or delivery, do it from one of your locally owned restaurants or bars. Skip McDonald's or the Little Caesars. They're going to be okay. But your favorite little locally owned restaurants, they may not survive another month of not being open. So if you can do some curbside service from your favorite local place, that's what I suggest. And I will see you guys right back here tomorrow night at 7 p.m. I will post the categories and the poll in the morning. So keep your eyes glued to the Trivia Nights with Greg's Facebook page for all that information. Be good to yourselves, be good to each other, and I'll catch you guys back here tomorrow night. Thank you.